tag go? Oh, there it is. news sources. BRB. Oh, nice little pop. What time is it? 8:29. What's happening right now? Marcus tumble as 3-day sell-off wipes out $9.5 trillion. That's crazy. The feds are having an emergency meeting at 11. So I wonder what that's going to be about. Are they going to do early emergency cuts or what? What are they going to do? We shall find out. I should put my other one in. I need to spend more. I need to find it. You know what? Since ain't no viewers, I'm gonna enjoy me a bowl of cereal. That's what I'm gonna do. What just came out at 8:30? What's today? Monday? Let's see. What came out? What day just came out? We got CPI Thursday. That means PPI Friday. Alright. Since I'm not on a touchscreen, I can't. We're gonna set this at. I don't really want to lose 500, but we'll just open this up some with the volatility, but we'll move the stop loss once we actually get into a trade. I don't know if we want to close this gap or not. I know I'm hungry. Where'd my shack go? What? Nike said crazy. Actually, what I want to do. That's better. There we go. Shit, I'm almost awake. Let me see. There we go. That's more like it. How do I lock it? Locked. Mm-mm. Mm. That's annoying. Oh. All right, waiting for market open. What time is it? Time is 8:41. Damn, we still got 50 minutes till market open. 49 minutes. I'm about to get me a bowl of some Raisin Bran Crunch. No trades yet for the morning. They're playing games. What's the high? So we failed to make a new high here. Bear, bullish, bearish. We failed to break structure. And this one's ugly. Bulls, bears. No, sorry, we did break structure. We broke structure here. Higher high. Are we putting in a higher low here? Probably. RSI is bullish. MACD is bullish. Cloud is bullish. We're above VWAP. Above the moving averages. I think that was a pullback. I don't like it. $7 billion. Why do these people look like this? What's going on? Who here? It's one. It's one person. It's one person here. Is that a bot? You a real person? Do you trade? What you got going on? How about these markets lately? See how they faked you out. Oh, hi, Auntie. About to give me a bowl of cereal. Nasdaq is already down 5%, 5.82% to be exact. Wait, let me see. Pigs get slaughtered. Oh, 2.89. What is that from last night? Oh, it breached 5.8. Okay, got you. Wait, hold on. That's Am I gun shy because I'm live? It's different trading live. It's different. I've never traded live, so if I hesitate or anything like that, I'll pay for it. But it's okay. It's just an eval. If we blow it, we'll reset it. But I tell you what, these markets are crap. We moving? 8:47. 11 minutes till that 30-minute candle closes. That's a support level zone. Supply. No emergency meeting? What are we talking about? Are we having? Morgan Stanley downgrades banking sector as recession risk grows. The Fed is not having a meeting today? Whatever. You know what? Let me turn on the news in the background. My TV. Turn Bloomberg on so we can see what's going on. Hey viewers, how y'all doing? Y'all ready to make some money? Are you not entertained? Y'all ready to make some money, viewers? Sorry about that. I'm gonna mute this mic while I eat my cereal. That good old Raisin Bran Crunch. Kiana said I'm scared to trade right now. Listen, trade micros. In this volatile market, you can still make your goal if you're trading well with micros. I have blown a couple accounts that like I was about to pass because of the tariffs. I was pretty upset, but it's the nature of the game. You know, we know what's going on. These market conditions are not normal. I mean, like, look at this RSI at a 30. It was at a 20. Like, I don't know. It's a lot of things. Some things matter, some things don't. Auntie, are the tariffs affecting me? I mean, not as far as trading, yes, but I think we're all going to be affected by it. You know, everything is. We can't see it now, but if the way the markets are behaving, oh yeah, with trading, yes, but not because it's not like you can still make good money, but if you're not managing your risk correctly, then you know you can blow your account within like a matter of minutes or seconds, because the NASDAQ will give you like 100-point candle right now, and if you're trading too much size, even with brackets, the slippage, you could just take a pretty nasty hit to your account. I'm not gonna lie, I'm just on the eval, so I'm trading 2 contracts. It says 1 right now. I have to change that, but I'm trading 2. I probably should be trading 1 or trading micros. But I'm on a 150K account, and I just trying to get past it. And once I passed it, then I will switch to micros and build some cushion in that account. I start a 50K account here soon. Once that resets, and on that one, I will be trading micros. But yeah, everyone's trading is affected. I was just watching a video where the guy, what's that guy? Steve just sent it to me. I don't know, Auntie, if it's, I didn't look. I'm not even gonna look. It's Kellogg's Raisin. Is it Kellogg's Raisin Bran Crunch? I hope it's not. Didn't used to be. That's a good question. I mean, I'm drinking oat milk though. The Khalifa, where they just use 3 ingredients: sea salt, water, and oats. But yeah, Kiana, just take it slow. Especially if it's evals, like, you know, just take your time, pass them. Let me mute this. Am I unmuted now? Something happened where I can't hear for some reason. Did I change my output setting? What did I do? Oh yeah. Listen, it's all a part of the journey. Last year, like the entire year, I struggled with overtrading. There were so many accounts where, as you know, there's levels where if you're trading prop firms, you're very anxious to pass the account and say like you make 1,500 in a day, and instead of just quitting, you'll keep going and you'll try to make the other 1,500 over trading, and then you'll lose the account. So that's a whole site, like it's a struggle, and you'll struggle. Some people are able to I guess conquer that part of themselves, quicker than others, but I I struggled for a long time, like a long time. So it's like you struggle to pass the evals and or the PA or the evals or combines, whatever, whoever you're trading with, depending on who you're trading with, right, the name that they give them. And then you'll get to the point where you pass them, but then you start blowing the funded accounts. So passing the evals become easier, and then all you have to do is the same thing you did in the eval now in the funded account to get paid, and you start blowing those. I mean, I've been $7,000 or more in these 150K accounts, and I'm able to take a payout, and I don't take a payout, and then like just one day I go on tilt and I lose like $3,000 or something, and then the next day it just trickles over. It's crazy to say it, but you go through those things, like. But I guess what I'm trying to say is eventually, like, it's all part of the journey, but eventually you'll get to a point where you get tired of hitting your head so much, and you won't overtrade anymore. Like, you just won't, because at some point you're gonna realize, like, man, this just is not working. Every time I overtrade, it's not working. And then I think for me, what helped it was like, I stopped saying, I want to pass and I want to do this, I want to do that. I just made it all about being consistent. And I said, well, let's just make $200 a day, because I know that's easy. Let's just make $200 a day. And when I did that it's like that cured my overtrading. Like, I didn't care what the markets did. I just made 200 and I closed it and I went out and worked. And what I found is that was like, say, Monday, like by Friday, I made more than $1,000, because you'll make a little more than 200 or a little less, but it ended up it was easier than I thought, to not overtrade once I just got off the charts. If you're staring at the charts, you're definitely going to trade. You're gonna find a trade. You're gonna try to find something, and then if you lose money, you're like, oh, I just got to get that back. Right? You lose 100, you try to get the 100 back. You lose another 50, now you want the 150 back, and it trickles down. And then it just becomes really bad, and then that's when you go on tilt. You're no longer balanced. You're on tilt. You're trading out of emotions. You're revenge trading. I've been through it all. Like, you're upset because I just had all this money. Why did I keep trading? I'm telling you, I've been through it all. I've been through it all. But yeah, you get to the point, and then like that 200, it only lasts for a week, because without even knowing it, the trades, like the moves that I was taking was so small, because I was trading one mini, and like the 200, it became like 300, 400 so fast, because I was like, well, I just keep doing the same thing I've been doing to make 200, and I'll trade 2 contracts. And so it jumped from like 2, and in a couple of days I made 3, 4, but it was immediately 500. Like, okay, I'm having $500 days, like, which I knew I could, but $500 days consistently without giving it back to the market. And then, from that, I said, I just start focusing on the points. And then, so now, it's easy for me to lose money. Don't get it twisted, but it's easy to make, 500 to 1,000 and just walk away. But my biggest thing right now is no longer over trading. Now it's when I lose, going on tilt. Like the account before this, I started, I think, last Monday. Or Tuesday, and I had 4 days, made $1,000 or $1,100 a day, because that was my goal. I'm like, just make $1,000 a day and pass it in 9 days or less. And I had $4,000, and by the 5th day, I was down like 1,000. I was like, okay, I can get that back. But then I went down 2,000, and instead of stopping and just coming back later or waiting till the next day, I went on tilt and I blew it. And, you know, so that can be upsetting. You said you blown a couple funded? Yeah, that's how it is. But that's part of the game. Like, hold on, I'll be right back. My cereal don't got soggy. I gotta eat something else. That's part of the game, though, right, Kiana? Like, you said, yeah. You know what I found when I do that, because I will too. I'll go a couple weeks, no red days. But now I know that when I go a couple weeks without red days, there's a red day coming, and if I don't control it, like stop early, it's gonna be big. I know that now. But it's part of the game, though, right? See, and that's why I like prop firms, because okay, say I lost $5,000 in one day, because you can only lose $5,000 on an account. Well, if I'm willing to lose $5,000 on a prop firm, somewhere my discipline is flawed, right? And if that were my real money, I would have lost $5,000. So I'd rather do it on demo, you know what I mean, than in my real account. Like, you know what I'm saying? But it's the same. I mean, if I can lose 500, if I can lose 5,000, I can make 5,000. And that's how I look at it. But it's still a business, and you have to keep math on your side in any business. And so if I make $1,000 a day, you know, losing 5,000 is not profitable. That's not a sustainable business. Unless I had like a 95% win rate or something like that. So that's my biggest thing right now, is not to go on tilt. And honestly, when I cut my losing days short, it actually feels good, as crazy as that sounds. You know, it feels good not to blow the account and not to go on tilt, to have another day to trade. Yes, ma'am. Are you trading today, Kiana? Don't be scared of these markets. That's the way I look at it. It cost me $40 to get this account. That's it. That's a good investment to me. You know what I mean? Especially if you pass, which, you know, you'll pass. Whether it be this account or not, depends on, you know, the trades I take. But then you get into the paid account and you do the same thing, and then you can take a payout. You know, you get the account to 5,600, you take 500 out. Took you $40 plus the either $85 or $125 activation fee to make, you know, the 500. Then you take another payout. You know, you get it up to $7,000, because you already know you can get it to 9,000 if you pass the account. You can do it again. You know, you take $2, $3, $4,000 off the top. Again, it costs you, you know, $40 plus either the $125 or the $85 activation fee. You know, to make a couple thousand. That's not bad if you ask me. And the way I look at it is, if people, like, if you can't trade within rules at a prop firm and pass the accounts, I mean, there are some pros and cons to it, but if you can't do it, then you probably shouldn't be trading a live account, right? Unless it's like options or something like that. Oh, I said I was going to put it on Bloomberg. Here, let's see. Let's go to ESPN. Where is it at? Fox. Where is it at? I might have to call. Oh, USA News weather. Let's see. There it is, Bloomberg. Or what's CNN? CNN.
This has dramatically raised the risk of a Smoot-Hawley type outcome. So Smoot-Hawley was 1930. Other countries retaliated, global trade collapsed, and the Great Depression was on. So I think that's really what has people worried about this. It doesn't have to work out that way. And not just some of the mainstream folks.
S&P performance since 1953. Oh my goodness. look at how I just excuse me, just dumped off there. It's been steady. What is happening? Is this the big reset everybody's talking about? G Chill, who is that? Is that my guy? I don't know your YouTube name. Is that Evie's husband? I was gonna text you and be like, hey, I'm starting to go live. I haven't taken any trades today because I don't see anything yet. But at 9:30 it could get pretty crazy here. I actually probably want to switch to minis to test the market out to see how volatile it's gonna be, and open my just open it up to 1,000. Risk 500. I'll probably change that. I better not. I don't need to risk 500. Well, I don't know. We'll see how volatile it'll be. We'll put it at 3. We'll put it at 300. It's already moving. Actually, I don't know. I don't really think I should be. I try not to be too careful when I. Oh, I was gonna say that too. Well, why your picture? What's up, cuz? I can't see your You silly. It's because I thought so when I see G, but that doesn't look like you, cuz. What's going on? Just trading, you know. Trading. Seeing if we can get this account passed. Sorry. Seeing if we can get this account passed so I can get me a bigger, better house with more space. I mean, I'm thankful for what I got. Don't get it twisted. But we're gonna. Trading is usually boring. When trading is exciting and extremely volatile, something is going on in the markets, because trading is like watching paint dry, honestly. You get into it unless the market is falling, it elevator down, staircase up, which means it goes down faster than it comes up. So usually, if you're in a buy, you're gonna have to sit through it as it slowly climbs, unless momentum is in there. But today's market, I don't know what Trump is doing, but we'll see if Auntie, I didn't even eat that cereal. You said this is all Spanish to me. It's Hebrew. Me. Khan. Yeah, it was to me at first too, but I swear it's not. It's so the bar. So each. Let me take this off. So what you're looking at here is data, is price data, and these are called candlesticks. The lines at the candlesticks are called wicks, right? So like take this big green candle here, for example. The price opened here at the bottom. It went all the way up to the top of the wick. Sellers pushed it back down and it closed here. So that the bar of the candle, that's that whole shaded area, that's called the body, right? And the candle was green because it closed higher than the open. So it opened down here. Let's say this was $10. It pushed it up to $17. It came down and it closed at $15. And that's how you interpret. It's obviously it's not that the price is over to the right, but that's how you interpret the candlesticks. And the wicks just let you know if buyers came in and pushed it up, right? If the wick is on the bottom, obviously the buyers came in and pushed it up. If it's on the top, sellers came in and pushed it down. The bigger the candle, the more contracts or stocks or whatever was traded, or shares was traded at that particular time. think I have a video on my YouTube about it, but it seems like Spanish, but it's not. You know, it's just, I mean, you know, looking at this is a bit more simpler. It's just, you know, price rose here, price fell here. And within each, you know, cycle, each wave, each rise and fall is like divergences, and there's buyers and sellers candles, you know. The white candles are the sellers candles. I have them white. They're supposed to be red, but red triggers me. It used to trigger me. I actually want to change my green to orange or blue or something. I think that'll look pretty sweet, but I'm gonna leave it alone for now. But you know, you got support and resistance. That's the basics of it. Let's see. Say like here. Let me take this off. Say like here. Let's find something for you. Okay, so say like here. This move here, where price rose, it got to this point, it rejected. It got to this point, it found support. It rose again, right? Got to this point, rejected, came down, found support. And if you look, this support was over here where these candles had found support. So you know that's kind of like a support or resistance level. So I can actually, you know, draw a line there for the smaller time frame. And after price does what it does over here, if you look, you come over here to the right, right? What? You talking about a virus? Okay, support, resistance, support. You come over here, and you can see again. We rejected here. We broke through it. We popped up through it, broke below it, rejected here. But on anywhere on the chart, if you look left, you can find, you know, support and resistance level. Like price always retest where it was at previously. And so then the challenge becomes finding where, you know, where the larger move will move to. So like if I went short up here while the market was going down, where could it potentially go? Well, it could potentially come here. If we break this level, it can come here. And look what price did. It came here, found support. After that, you know, and you can kind of tell this is a support level because, you know, look at this larger red candle that had no follow through. After that, buyers came in. So it's like, okay, that's support. Look, found support again here. You wait for the bounce off of that, wait for the support, make sure there's no follow through. You can go long. And then it comes back here. And if you look left, you can see this was resistance here. And over here, it became support. So that probably sounds like Chinese too. I'm sorry, but after watching it, while it's like a video game, you know, it really is. Support, resistance, support, resistance. And right now, this is just kind of trading sideways, so I'm not doing anything. The cloud is sideways. The moving averages are kind of just, we're below it, but we're below the 21, below the 9, but we're above the 200-day. So we're kind of in this like, we're in this like zone we need to get out of. We're in the middle of the cloud. Again, cloud is sideways. It's bullish, but it's sideways. And so the cloud is sideways, but it's bullish. It's green. But the MACD is bearish. You know, those are divergences. Things aren't lining up. So I'm not gonna trade that because it's not lining up. You know, but if the cloud was bullish, we're below we're below the moving averages. We break below this 200-day moving average. You know, the RSI is pointed down. Maybe we rejected off of the neutral area or something. Then I might, you know, take that trade to like VWAP or something. Paying attention to these levels. Because at some point, it'll come test this level, this low, and this low. And it'll either break it and continue lower or find support. But this is like a cluster zone right here. So, and this green box is a gap from over here. That actually, I don't know why it looks like that. Did I change my gap? 4:30.
literally advise that you go in and put a whole bunch of new things on the table in the middle of a negotiation that affects so many American and Ukrainian and Russian.
Yeah, the close. Yeah, that's the gap. And see, this is a 30-minute chart. See what it looks like? It's not. I mean, the MACD's trying to flip bearish.
Does that make sense to you?
We're above the neutral zone.
Absolutely not. It's just insane.
We wait.
He said,
And then when the market opens at 15 minutes. Oh, you know what I don't have?
what have you
I don't have a I need to get some sounds on this platform so I can do the opening bell for when the market opens.
is given up by Ukraine? Nothing. When has he ever asked of Russia? He's given Russia a number of our national intelligence, sort of secret information in the White House in his first term. He's asked nothing of him. He's taken the side of Russia with reference to intelligence. It's time for the American people, I think, to say enough. And that's why you saw just yesterday on Saturday,
Trump official defends lack of tariffs on Russia.
hitting the streets in protest of what this individual has done to our country and to our friends and our allies around the world. It is enough, and it is time for us, when I say us, all Americans, Democrats and Republicans. I would hope that my Republican colleagues, if they really believe in what they say, as far as the country's concerned, they should stand up with Democrats. Or if they believe what Donald Trump says, then let's vote.
Dow is down 2.49%. NASDAQ 2.75%. S&P 2.74%.
They will know who
I actually don't have the Dow on here, and I don't know why.
the working class of individuals making a difference for average everyday Americans.
Or maybe it's on my stocks list.
About the ultra-rich.
All right, then, let us see what happens, well, in a few minutes from now, when the market's open, first and foremost. There's a lot of questions, though, what Congress is going to do, can do.
I don't know, Kiana. What you say? When the market opens, sell?
Again,
Put a sale on for 2 contracts?
thank you very much.
You just need 3 Republicans to vote with.
I don't know. I need to see first. Let me switch. I'll switch back if it's too volatile. I switch back. Because the other day when I blew my account, I was in a trade and within a matter of seconds it was like whoop, negative $3,000. One candle, I was like, my mouth just dropped open. I was like, what just happened? And I'm like, oh, I blew that account. I just let it go. That's been working the past few days. It has. That's so funny. It has. That's so funny. Besides a couple times, you might have to wait a little bit because it'll bounce, try to fake you out like, oh yeah, buyers are here, and it's like, them ain't buyers. That's the market maker. Them computers is executing trades. I'm gonna start work at 9:30, 10. I need to work on my posture, guys. My posture is terrible sometimes. Did y'all like the stream? Because I'm new, and so I don't know how it helps. I just hear people say it all the time. It helps the channel. I think it helps people find it though, and like helps YouTube recommend it. Maybe one day if you find value in the future. But Kiana, you gotta come on here. If you don't go live, you gotta come on here so we can trade together. Throw some ideas in the chat. What you looking at? That would be pretty dope, I think. Or what you're thinking about, any levels. How do you mark up your levels, by the way? Like I have dailies. Like I'm paying attention to the dailies. Like the next target for the daily, which is way down there. And then I have it depends on the market, but I mark up like these 30-minute levels off the 30-minute chart, the 30M chart. And price usually respects it pretty well. As we can see here, you know, where price found support, rejection, support, rejection, support, rejection, support, bounced off. Those are 30-minute levels.
Not spreadsheets. You need to hire. I need Indeed. Indeed you do. When you sponsor a job on Indeed,
Okay, cool.
visit Indeed.com.
You should, you know, I would love to. I don't know though, because you know YouTube is so funny about. But I think it'd be all right if we, you know, bounce off each other's ideas. Maybe even get on here live together sometimes, if you get comfortable enough, you know. Where we're both on there. I don't know if I could do it with this platform or like send you an invite. You know, that'd be pretty dope. I see a couple females in the space now. Lately, I've been looking like, where's the female traders? I honestly didn't know there were any. I'm like, where are they? So yeah, I think that'd be pretty dope.
Caplyta is not approved for dementia-related psychosis. Call your doctor about new or sudden mood changes, behaviors, or suicidal thoughts right away. Antidepressants may increase these risks. Report fever, confusion, stiff muscles, which may be life-threatening, or uncontrolled muscle movements, which may be permanent.
All right, market opens in 9 minutes.
Which may be fatal. Common side effects are sleepiness, dizziness, nausea.
Are we getting a little shy here? What is going to happen? You know what sucks is that you have to get to that point of where you blow your first account live. That's what I don't want. I'm like, please don't let it be this account. Because if that's the case, I could have just traded it on my own. You welcome. I do H. Yeah, same. Resistance. High previous day. Low. Yep, same. That's what my let's see if we switch to the daily here. Yeah, I have my levels marked out like that too. The open, close, high, low of the previous. Yeah. Same what everyone does, but some people just like to execute different. You know, they might mark up the 15-minute levels because they're looking for smaller trades, or they might mark up the hourly because they're looking for bigger trades. But I think we all pay attention to the higher time frames for the most part.
Those rains subsiding at this hour, but the danger from flooding is still there. Officials are warning people to keep their guard up.
I gotta remember I'm on live, scratching my nose and stuff. I mean, I wasn't in it. 19 killed in 7 states. Tornadoes. It's flooding people's houses underwater. Where is that at? Oh, Kentucky, yeah. That affect. You know what? I'm in northeastern Ohio. Look at the markets moving. What time is it? 9:23. Here they go. I'm tempted to take that short to these levels, but ooh, if it bounced. I mean, we crossed on a cloud, but we'll wait. Be patient. Just be patient. Patience. Where's my other? But the storm in Kentucky. Oh my gosh! Look at everybody's houses underwater. Good God. That stuff knocked out my cable somehow, and they were like, but if you're in Kentucky, that's how I knew it was storming out there, because I hadn't checked the weather. And I was like, well, why am I affected? But yeah, or maybe it was just a coincidence. Maybe it had nothing to do with it at all. You can't tell how it moved? What do you mean? You can't tell how it moved? Wait.
Rivers to reach at or
You
near
can't.
record heights. Some areas, according to one of the Hardin County sheriffs,
You can't tell how the markets move?
before, and he had saw
You mean?
homes and businesses that had never been inundated by water. This is the storm system responsible for it. The hardest hit areas now starting to clear out, but again, it will be a slow.
Oh yeah, just a little bit. It looked like it was moving. This candle right here looked like it was going. I mean, it's going lower. It's slow, but it's going lower. You can see like we're coming at these lows over here, and if we break those, we're probably there. It is right there. Test those lows. I was about to say we're probably. That's why I wanted to go short, because those are the kind of trades I take. Because we rejected right here off the 9 EMA. We try to push above it again and reject it again. So I wanted to. Ooh, and it's going to VWAP. Yeah, I missed that trade. See, that's the thing about being on live. I'm talking about it, so I can't. Okay, I got this. I gotta learn how to react and like react faster than I talk, or talk faster or something. Sorry for yawning, y'all. But yeah, that was 65.
What they might for the down payment?
On a ranch.
In Montana.
Was that a 100-point drop?
Let's take a look at those scenarios.
40. Oh my goodness. See, that would have been a nice. That was nice. Man, if I would have took that short, I would have been done for today. Yeah. Especially with I got one contract on. One contract, 100 points. That's what, $2,000. 50 points is 1,000. So 2,000, two contracts. That would have been $4,000. Is that right? 061. About 100 points. It's still dropping, but I don't want to chase it. Yeah, that drop was nice. Yeah, the move's been crazy. Like, it's there, but the only thing is, I would have had my take profit there, but sometimes it hits that level and it bounces so fast that you get bottom ticked. But that hasn't happened to me lately. Oh, I hope it doesn't, but that's the thing about these markets right now. It's like, yeah, the move, it was clear. It was clear to me. I mean, we're moving down, but there was like, okay, we were in that cluster zone. We broke out of it. We'll see how we pushed back above the 200. But the 9 and the 21 was pushing down, so that's letting me know, like, okay, we're trying to go down. And when we couldn't get follow through on this candle, we rejected. It's like, yeah. Then we pushed back through, rejected. Should have went short right there when it started pushing down for that flush. You see that stupid candle? And if you didn't get out right here and you just held on to right here, like, oh, it's going to VWAP. You know what I mean? Like, it just popped and took all your profits. If you didn't sell it then you're still in profit now. But see profit, take profit. That's the kind of markets we're in. We're always in those kind of markets, but it's really see profit, take profit right now. Like, I don't want to watch it anymore. That was my trade. That was my trade that I would have taken, and then I would have. See, if I wasn't live, I would have taken that. I don't know what I was doing, but probably would have taken that and then been like, all right, I'm done for the day. Now I'm at working, starting at 9:30. So now I probably gotta. Oh, I need to mute that. They gonna try to give me a strike for that. 2 minutes for the market open. For the New York session. Beat. Who got the?
You may qualify to sell your policy.
Might want to buckle up for this ride. They did go to VWAP though. Well, almost. Man, that was a nice trade. Nice entry point. I mean, wasn't the best up here. Would have been more ideal. Catching it from there, that's nice. But being able to get in and capture a piece of that move, that would have been nice right there. See, because we don't need the whole move. You could get the whole move, but you don't need the whole move to be profitable. You just need a piece of it. Just a piece of it. But if I'm going to be aggressive with this, $500 stop loss with 2 units. I'll do one. Give me more. Markets are open. It's bearish. Look at that. When to get in is a question. Gosh, I want to get in right now. We're kind of oversold. Apple is down. Alphabet reached the 52-week low. Shit. I mean, excuse my French. Yeah, I definitely should have took that short. Look at the cloud. I gotta wait. We're gonna wait the first 15 minutes. Or not, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know. We'll see. Why does my phone keep going on? Wait for some kind of structures. Huh? Dow is down 3%. Markets open after Trump tariffs drive global sell-off. Look at that candle. Yeah, buddy. And that's why we wait. Yeah, I'm switching to mini. Let me see. Wait. How many micros? And might do another 80-point bounce and let you get in, right? All right. I mean, did that just happen? How many? What? From the 80s? Oh my goodness. From 881 to 981. That was a 100-point bounce, and you look at that. And that was. I should have looked at what you said. I ain't catch it. Look at that. I knew we was going. It's a short. It's definitely a short. When to go short? Tesla dumping. What's Nvidia doing? The bears are lining up. See these bounces. These bounces. You can't hold a trade. We wait. We be patient. Patience. They said what?
While there has been mixed messaging coming from the administration for sure, if these are permanent or these are negotiable, it does not seem that as if the president himself is anywhere close to being ready to negotiate at this point, only saying that they're going to have to pay up a lot of money if they want to see any negotiation. And it seems that any of the hold on, sit tight, it's all going to get better, those types of words that have done nothing.
Got a short. Power is turned sideways.
Right, and I asked, do any of these words from the president and the administration, sit tight, this is going to get better, play a role here? And they said absolutely not. This trade war is full steam ahead. They have not seen any sense that the president is willing.
I think we just wait for this bear cycle to complete. Either get a pullback for some continuation or a break of highs for a different market structure for a different cycle. Or we just trade the madness the way it is.
Billionaire hedge fund manager and Trump supporter Bill Ackman saying if things don't
Let's go back to Lioness Mark. She is the chief
Are we going lower is the
You are
question.
hearing this in real time. We are seeing
How much
markets
lower?
in a massive decline. They are plunging at this hour. This looks a lot worse than futures did this morning. What's your take on what we are seeing here today?
Well, it is basically saying that we believe we will go into a recession, and I think that's very important. The idea that, even as a negotiating tool, that the Gold Coast keep moving on that negotiation makes it very hard to figure out if this is a negotiating tool, but also how you raise revenues and actually onshore and achieve the other goals that the administration says they like to do with tariffs if you are using them as a negotiating tool. I think
9:36.
small business are really important. Restaurants, retailers, small owned retailers.
MACD is bearish.
They're on the front lines in the
Conditions
process
are
of the trade war, and
bearish.
they're also facing
Cloud is bearish.
due to their reliance on immigrant workers.
RSI is kind of oversold, but does that matter in these markets? Sometimes not.
And that's really important because that's one of the only businesses, no matter what your party affiliation is, that all Americans actually have faith in.
It looks so weak, but it keeps bouncing.
The more we're watching this, the more the markets are going down, and we're now seeing the NASDAQ down more than 4%, Dow closing on
Man,
as well.
this trade.
500. I do want to mention this. Donald Trump just about 30 minutes ago put this out on social media. He said the United States has a chance to do something that should have been done decades ago. He is talking to the American people here. Don't be weak. Don't be stupid. Don't be a panicant, which he has termed a new party based on weak and stupid people. Be strong, courageous, and patient, and greatness will be the result. Will greatness be the result of what we are seeing?
Trump be talking crazy.
Are kept in place the way that they are as trade war continues?
The overwhelming evidence is unequivocal on tariffs over history, and that is that they will
You know what? What are we down right now?
down to the welfare
We're down 4%.
most notably in most American
At 5%, some of the platforms don't let you trade because we're within 2% of the limit breaker. This is crazy. Last time I seen this was on COVID, but I don't think we actually hit the limit circuit breakers to where they had this. I know on AMC they did. I was trading at that time. I made like 10 grand trading AMC. I made like, that's what really got me into trading. I made like 6 grand in 2 hours. It's crazy. And then after that, I realized I'm going short. After that, I realized you had to learn how to trade. We'll just risk a couple here. Let's see. There it is. We're trailing it. 570, 640 stopped out. Look at that drop. We made 536. Up $536 for today. I trail it like that because you see the bounces, even though these bounces have been not proven to be actual bounces where the price continues lower, but you never know. So I trail it like that. Usually what I try to do though is I try to trail it and let it get to a level. So like well, that wasn't a good example because I just got in for the momentum for that. That was a momentum trade just to catch the rest of that flush. But let's say if I did enter, where was that, here, where I wanted to earlier, and I didn't. If I would have entered there and it came down, then I probably would have trailed my stop and put it somewhere around here so that if it bounced and broke above there, it stopped me out with profits. If it didn't, it kept coming down here, yeah, I would have trailed it back down in here. If I didn't get stopped out like this form before I wasn't stopped out and I seen that rejection, then I'll trail my stop down there, which means where you get stopped out where you take profits, and I will let it keep going. That's how I usually try to do, but on momentum trades like that, I just get in for the flush. That wasn't necessarily like a structural trade. That was just something I recognized from trading for a while. That was about to happen. Yeah, in and out, exactly. Yep. I think it's going to continue though, because if you look over here, we tested these levels in the overnight, but we got to test them in the regular market, and you see that's where it's going. These are our overnight lows as well, so it might want to come down and take those lows out. So we got room to the downside. But if I want to get in, I either have to recognize another flush like that, which probably would have been that one off of VWAP, or I have to wait for some kind of pullback, and it probably won't pull back. It could. I don't know what it's going to do, but with these markets, Kiana, we're close there. It could just flush, and then the next candle flush, and I'll probably miss it, because if I'm thinking that, like, it flushes this low and the next candle I think is going to flush down, but that next candle is actually the pullback, then I'll just lose. So nice and easy does it. We're still in the bear cycle though, for sure. There's really no divergences. I mean, somewhat you got like candles, but there really are no bullish divergences. So they're just going. Cloud is opening up. Volume is kind of there. RSI is oversold. Again, is that see what I'm saying? How it didn't flush as low, but how it flushed. Now if I get in, okay, this time I guess I probably would have been right. Freaking A. But again, it could have bounced, and then I would have lost the 500 and been probably negative. Because now since I made 500, I probably really should risk less than 500. But that's not really optimal in these markets, right? To risk 500, because as you can see, you can get 100-point bounces, so 100-point candles. So maybe I can switch. I'll just be patient. But I don't. I'm about to cut this stream in about 18 minutes, so I don't have a long time to trade. So I probably just, yeah. See, I was right, and I know it. I don't know why I didn't take that. Why didn't I take that trade? I know exactly what's going on. I'm like a perma bear, even though the markets are designed to go up over time. When I made that money during the AMC run and everything, I realized that it took me a year. I didn't understand market cycles and things like that, but I realized that I was a bear. Like, I was better at understanding pullbacks than advances, and I think that's because pullbacks happen faster. And I don't know, I was just, for some reason, I'm more comfortable at looking back at previous history and seeing the levels that we're going to test again. And then if you invert that, you flip it on the buy side. I'm pretty good at doing it too, but I'm not good at holding it, because the moment I get into a buy and it starts to pull back, that one candle starts to pull back, I'm like, I don't know how far it's going to pull back, and I just always end up selling and locking in losses. But on the bearish side, if it does that, it goes down and it bounces a little bit, I'll say, okay, that's just a bounce. Let me see. I don't know why I can't do that for calls though. I mean, I can. I mean, for, buying the market. So we're just going to test these lows right now. No pullback. No pullback whatsoever. And small bounce. Buyers are there. I don't know, guys. 500 is good money. I really do want to pass this account, but I'm not trying to rush it. I'm not going to say I won't take trades later on throughout the day. I probably will. I'm not going to lie. Try to make at least another 500 to get 1,000 on the day. Or you know what? No, actually I'm good, because I made 3,600 on Friday. So yeah, 154 is good. I only need $5,000. And this is my first time trading live. I don't want to overdo it. And so yeah, I'll probably just take that for the day. That's still good money. It's way more money than I make while I'm working my regular job. Which it takes me all day to make $200, because I dash and do Instacart, just to let whoever know, you know what I'm saying, when you watch this to come across it, like, there's sometimes You gotta make sacrifices. I was working in the lab doing research and development for architectural coatings, and you know, one day I'll put my story on my channel. For those of you who want to know me a little more, a little bit of what I've been through, my journey. And yeah, but I left that job to make more. Not to make more, because I loved what I was doing, but once I made that $6,000 in a day, I was like, this is it. I've always known I was going to trade since like early 2000s. I just didn't know how to get in. There were no platforms like this. There was no Robinhood or no phone app. So I felt like I was priced out or boxed out. I didn't know how I was going to get into it, but I knew I was. I was working at Walmart at the time, and I was talking with my supervisor, and he advised me to get into stock back then a long time ago, and I did not listen. I was like, yeah, I'm going to, like, because I was one of those people that were waiting on a lump sum. But I still feel like everything happens for a reason. That's a nice bounce. Everything happens for a reason. It's all in God's timing, and so here I am. But yeah, I left that job to work for myself so that I can have time like this to trade. Because if not, I would have been at that job right now, 7 to 5. No time to trade besides overnights, but I was in school at that time too, so that was keeping up time. But now with this, taking up some of my time, but now with this, I'll be able to pay for school, so I don't have to take out loans, because I do want to finish my BS, my Bachelor's of Science towards chemistry, analytical chemistry. I have about 10 courses to finish to complete that, 9 courses or something like that. So that's a little bit about me. I'll do a video, but yeah, look at that bounce. See? Look at that bounce. Imagine going short down there. That is crazy. Imagine going long down there too, huh? Well, yep. So I left that so that I can have time to learn to trade, so that I can have the freedom that I want. I want to wake up and be in my garden. That's what I want to do first, Breakfast, get into the garden, pull your tomatoes and stuff. I got a little garden out back. I just started. I got kale going. I haven't planted my tomatoes and stuff. I'm late this year, but I live in a townhouse. I use my patio. I have a 4x2 garden bed, and I use buckets. But that's what I want to do. You know what I'm saying? And became an independent contractor so I can trade. Exactly. And and so I got out of school to go to school again, but I understood that. I was like, man, this might take 3-4 years, but I'm with it, because it'll free up time to be able to do what I want to do. Right? Live life on my own terms. I'm doing it for the freedom, not for the money. But the money is how you buy the freedom, but the money is the tool that you use to get things that you want. Look at this bounce. That's a nice bounce. Well, yep. I did what I had to do so I can figure this out. Here I am. This is year 3 or 4 for me. This is year 4 that I actually started trading, because I was involved before, trying to get into it. Before Coinbase and all that, like back in 2014, 15. But they were talking market crash then, and I was like, I got scared. I didn't understand a crash or a correction, the difference. And took the little money out I had in, and then fast forward 2020 happened, and I was like, oh, I'm glad I took my money out. Not realizing that it was actually a buying opportunity. But I understand that a little more now. So even, with the markets doing what they're doing now with the tariffs and everything, it's still a buy opportunity. If stocks are down 30% from their highs or more, that's definitely a buying opportunity. And that's what the banks do, right? And what the wealthy do, they buy during market crashes. Where's the bounce? This is the bounce right here, Auntie. So when we opened up here, this green candle 930, we sold off into here, and we bounced here. So that's called support. That's a support level. Support is wherever, price bounces off of. So there were enough buyers there to send price higher. Now, if price rejects here or pulls back off of this level where it's currently at, then that means that is supply or resistance. But obviously it's not right now. It just broke through there. You could have looked at that level for resistance. That's the initial balance high. That's the high. That's the opening range high. But now it's here. We broke the opening range, so we could potentially go higher. These blue lines are my initial balance because sometimes I trade, depending on market cycles, I trade initial balance, bounces or rejections, support and resistance of it. And initial balance gets established the first hour of trading. Well, yeah, that's a nice bounce. It still bounced. Down here was the bounce, though. After all this selling pressure, there is no follow through, and there's like this big. You can't even call it. It's not a spinning top. It's like a wide doji candle. It's a neutral candle, but Jesus, this candle right here just engulfed all of that. So that lets you know bulls are in. And so see here, you got the bounce. The MACD was bearish. After the bounce, you see the bearish volume declining. We bounce off of the neutral on the RSI. The MACD flips. Yeah, I don't know. Excuse my French. I don't know why I didn't get in that trade. The bearish volume was dying down. The MACD was crossing. The RSI was pulling up through neutral. Found support at neutral, bounce. At the same time that we get a bounce and we just pushed above these moving averages. This is extremely bullish. Man. That was a nice move. What is happening? Are the bulls in or what? I mean, temporarily, I like to see it. But y'all know, I just told y'all I got a problem. I need to see certain. Damn, that was a beautiful trade right there. There was no follow through. Weak about the body. It bounced. MACD flipped over here, but here you can see it crosses here. Wow. Cloud curling up. RSI is bullish. Power is there. The volume is there. Look at this MACD. That was a good man. Kiana, did you catch that? Are you a perma bear or a perma bull? I know you can make money on either one. I do too, but I'm just better at, sales. Bulls make money, bears make money, pigs get slaughtered. You know what they say. Man, that was a nice bounce. But then you look over here on a 30-minute and it's like, but we're still right here. Does it have enough power to close the gap? That's the question. If this cloud was the flip, that's extremely bearish. I mean bullish. If that. Look at this power. What did some news just come out or something? What is happening? What's the news? Just temporary relief. Why is this running up like this? Look how the candles are stacking. Look how big those that's nice. That's a lot of volume on those candles. I did get in one. The break of session high. Nice. From right here, you got in for the break. That's nice. Did you hold? I wonder if you held it. That's a good trade. I like that because you know why? Even though, hindsight is 20/20 and you can see the bounce here, all the things was lining up. I need to get better at pulling the trigger like that. Sometimes I am, especially when I'm bearish. But that was taking off so much risk, because you got in for that break and we were already above the 9 and broke through the 21. We were Yeah, that was nice. That was a nice trade. Congratulations. That was a nice trade. MACD was bullish. We had already crossed. RSI was bullish. Yeah, that was a nice trade. That was a nice trade. I don't know if you how you trade or if you use this stuff, but just looking like, yeah, that was a nice trade. Because even though you could have got in down here, this could have flipped easily. And so it's like you waited, you know, for it to be more, for the potential for it to go in your favor to be greater, right? That was a nice trade. Sellers are coming in. Yep, you're welcome, sis, for sure. Right, this supply here was making me nervous. Yeah, it's there. It's definitely there. That's definitely there. Yep. But that was a good trade. That was a good trade. How many points did you take out of it? What'd you make on it? You trade in what do you trade? I didn't what do you trade? Are you trading NASDAQ, ES, crude oil, gold? One contract. Look at this move. Are we going to oh my goodness, if I get in, it's too late. It's too late. I have to wait for how much? 3 minutes left. There's 3 minutes left. Another 3-minute candle. It's probably gonna push this high right here. Both of these highs. Will it? Oh yeah, we're going to break those highs. Man, that is straight up. It's going crazy right now. Look at the cloud. This is power. Bulls got the power right now. Yep. This is solid bullish. NQ. Still staying to hold to the pre-market high. Nice. So you're in a long. Oh, that's a nice trade. Pre-market highs over here. Yes, that is a nice trade. I think it's gonna. It looks like it's gonna pop them. I want to get in for 2 real quick. Let me see. 75. That's 60. That's 60 points. Tens to 67, 57, 60 points. I like those little pops. I'm not gonna lie. I don't like what the. I like getting. Oh, I'm late. I missed it. Let me see. Yeah, I missed it. I was just about to zoom in and hit buy. That was a nice trade. Man, I'm gonna wait because I got some FOMO. I got some FOMO going on because I wonder if it's about to close the gap. It's gotta test yet. Yeah, no. I gotta get in. Not like right now, but like right now. You know why? I'm gonna wait for it to like test. Let me see. It needs to break this and test it and not just go. It's probably gonna just go, but I think it's gonna test yesterday's lows. Look at the cloud. And yeah, this trade was a long time ago. What's today? Monday? Look how it's behaving. That was a bad. Is it gonna pop? The VIXes. Stop me out. Down 500. Oh, down 1,000. I should have gave that cycle time. That was. See, there we go. Hold on, wait. Damn it. There we go. I wanted to go test. Here it is. I wanted to go test. Come on, keep pushing, keep pushing. Keep pushing. Keep pushing, keep pushing, keep pushing. There it goes. I wanted to go test yesterday's high. So I lost that 500, but I got it back. Right? Come on, keep. Damn, it stopped me out. Up 654. See that? Damn, man, all that work. Gosh, I was too early. That happens. Now listen. Okay, so I was up 500. And then I lost. What did I lose? I was up 500 and I lost 1,000. No, I lost 1,500, so I was down 1,000. And then I just took the same. I just entered into the trades. I should have dropped down to the 1 minute. Let me see what happened. Nothing. My stop, I guess, was too tight, but not really. I'm happy with it because it could have dropped lower, but that's what happens sometimes. I was experiencing a little bit of FOMO. I wanted to go test this area. So I lost 1,500, which put me down 1,000. Then I took a trade and it just stopped me out at like obviously 1,600 or something because I'm up 654. And I was down 1,000. So that sucks because instead of being up the 1,600 I just made plus the 500, which would have put me up 2,100, I had to recover my initial losses plus the other 1,000 I just lost, which I did on the same trade. So I was correct with direction and what it was doing, but I was a little late to the party. Little gun shy. This is what I really wanted. I wanted it to come retest this area and then bounce, which it might do. No, I broke it. We might do that now because we're still bullish. RSE is falling over, but yeah, man, that happens, right? So now instead of being up 500, I'm up 600. But I had a $500 losing trade, a $500 winning trade, a $1,500 losing trade, and a $1,600 winning trade. And I experienced a little bit of FOMO, but I knew what it was doing. I should have probably. Let me see. How did I even? Let me pull that back. Let me see. But trailing up 100 points for now. Nice. Yeah. See, yeah, my stop loss was a little too tight. That's what that was because it didn't even come back down to my entry. Let me see. Dang. Yep. Why not? Why would I do that? Yeah, it was my stop losses. Well, it was. I don't know. I'm happy with it. Did you get out? Did you get out? Because it's pulling back. I don't know how far. Let me see. Oh, this is the zone. It needs to find support here for the bulls. If it doesn't find support here for the bulls, they might be in trouble. But it looks like they're finding support. There's no follow through. It's starting to bounce. Yeah, that's support. Why is my Yeah, market is definitely bullish. Is it going to test now is the question. I'm gonna switch to minis because I don't want to do what I just did. Actually, I'm not switching to minis. I want to see what they do. I want to see what games the market maker is playing. What are they doing? I'll give an update tomorrow too. I'm about to go work. It's 10:05. 10:30 initial balance is established, so I might be able to find a trade from there. VIX is dropping. So market might go up. And then see if I can't make that other 400. See, now this is what I do. You know what I'm not. I said, didn't I say it was okay earlier, y'all? Didn't I say 154? It was cool because that leave me 5 more to get. But the more you sit at these charts, the more you find stuff. Now look. I appreciate y'all for tuning in with me today, though. You exited. Nice. 17, 240, 240. Nice. Way to book them profits. Way to book them profits. You have to go to work. Yeah. I gotta go to work too. It's all good. One day we listen. I got plans. You know what I'm saying? And it's okay. It's okay. Working is okay. Hey, the economy needs it. Excuse me. We need the work, but this is bullish still. But I'm about to go to work too, and probably take a trade or two later. Maybe not. Maybe I'll be disciplined for the chat, right? For the channel, for the stream, and show how it's really done and not be a bad example. I think I'll do that. I think I'll not trade and I'll just lock in $654.50. Especially because I had a big day Friday. I made 3,600. So whatever 154, 260, 250 minus 654.50 is, that's what I made Friday. So can y'all see that? Oh, you can't see that. Don't make the face. Don't make that face. Don't make that face. I know it is what it is. Listen, this is just for right now. We're gonna trade. We're gonna learn it. We're gonna grow. Right? Start taking it. Who do you trade with, by the way? You trade with Apex or Top Step or Tradeify? Or this is Apex. I have a Top Step account about to reset. 50K. I trade micros on that. I've learned to trade micros on smaller accounts because there's less risk. But on this one where I got $5,000 worth of risk, it can handle minis. I'm kind of upset I didn't trade 2 and I only trade. Did I trade 2 or 1? I don't know. But yeah, Auntie, if you're here, I'll see you tomorrow too. Try to get some I was trying to get some music, but I guess I gotta download it before I even preview it to see what it see if I want to use it. So try to get some music in here, right? For the background. I want to get a different background too, so you don't see my whiteboard back here. Stay vigilant. I will. Love you. Kiana, did you leave yet? I just wanted to know where you trade. I mean, what firm you trade with? If you don't mind me asking, if you don't want to tell me, that's okay too. Some people are private. It's crazy that I'm live because I'm actually very private, but it took me a while to be like, oh, you just you want to help people, you have to go public, and this is how you have to do it. I can't tell you what to do, but I can just show you what I'm doing, because we don't want the people, trying to sue me or shut my YouTube channel down because they're saying I'm teaching finances or trying to be a fiduciary, and I'm not. All right, I'm ending it here, calling it a day. We are hovering above initial balance highs, which means either we'll go break it and make a new high, or actually looks like what we're going to do. Or the initial balance will be set by 9:30. Nope, looks like we're going to make a new high. Oh, you know what we're doing? We're closing the gap. Oh, I'm upset. Look at the cloud. Oh man, I missed that gap close. All right, I'm ending it. See you guys later. God bless.